Liz Palmer from Blackberry Hill Farm. Why did you guys decide to make the switch from city life to country life a couple years ago?
We were living in town with a small yard, and our kids were still young at the time. We wanted to have more land for them to get outside and explore, to get more animals, to have a garden, and be more connected to the land.
Over the past 9 months or so, with everybody home, there's been a real trend in people wanting to have and care for chickens. You have a lot of, and you call them birds. How many birds do you have, and how did this come about?
We have, at least I'm estimating now, 95 chickens, 25 quail, and 5 ducks. We started with 3 when we lived in town. Chickens are the gateway farm animal, and it kind of snowballed and you want more.
Can you give us some tips?
First, find out if you're allowed to have chickens where you live. You could call your local town or city hall, and I would also talk to your neighbors, because even if you just have hens, they're very loud. My second tip is to figure out how much space you actually have. They need a significant amount of space, about 8 to 10 feet per bird outside. My third tip is to figure out what breeds you want. Do you want ones that lay lots of eggs, or do you want a smaller breed that's more of a pet? Find out what needs they have. If you're bringing chicks home, you'll want to make sure you have a warm place for them and a predator safe place for the adults. And then my last tip is to have a plan in place for when a bird gets sick or injured, because it will happen. They're outside animals. Are you planning on taking them to a vet, or will you treat them yourself? And it's good to have a first aid kit prepared for those situations.
Well, you mentioned, that the chickens obviously need a coop, a place to live. You have, I think they're beautiful places for your birds.
Oh, we call it the chicken barn or the chicken palace because it's very big. It houses about 80 birds right now.
I think a lot of us have a fantasy about, like, if you have chickens, you have like a ton of eggs every day. But what's the truth about that?
Well, it depends a lot on the breed, but my best egg layers, we get about 5 to 6 eggs per week from them.
Is it true that you have named all of your chickens?
Yes, I have named all 95 birds, and I don't remember them all, but I have them all in a spreadsheet. So my favorite hen is named Luna. She's a little black and white cochin. She's about 3 pounds. She will come out to me every time I go outside and chatter away for treats.
Well, the one that I've seen in your social media, who I think has an awesome name, is Hennifer.
Yes, Hennifer is probably my best egg layer.
We've been talking about chickens at Blackberry Hill Farm, but you guys do a lot of other things there too, like soap making, beekeeping.
I got into soap making about 5 years ago, and I love the chemistry and the creativity. I can design new soaps all the time. I sell mainly online. My husband started beekeeping about the same time. We harvest the honey and we sell it online also. And then I use the beeswax in my products.
So Liz, knowing all you know now about the care and feeding of chickens, would you do the whole thing over again?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I have more chicks on order as we speak, so yes.